Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. We are from MGM 3123 in Human Resource Management. So today, my group will present about our project interview of Human Resource Manager in company of New Balok Poultry Industry. So before we start, I will introduce my group member. So my name is Asyikin binti Mahidin. My matric number is 203191 and we have AKMA, IZZAH, HAJAR and RADEN. So next, I will continue about this question about the company. So the company that we choose is a New Balok Poultry Industry. Is a subsidiary company based in Malaysia and the head office is in Balok, Kuantan. So the owner of the company is Yap Choi Kwan and he is operate in the farm produce raw material merchants wholesaler industry. This company was established on 18 April 2014 until now and they have many employees and department to handle the company. The company is a supply of fresh chicken and also producing it for supermarket. So the mission of this company is to bring the highest quality chicken meat, grow directly from cell in a sustainable and animal-friendly process. So all the products in the company are certificate halal by the Department of Islamic Development Malaysia, which is JAKIM, in terms of facility and method of slaughtering chickens. The company has a poultry process facility consisting of a slaughterhouse, cutting room, and further processes chicken to ensure the product safe and not rotten for sale to supermarket. So that's all about the description of the company. So next, I will continue about the description about the manager that was we interviewed. So the Human Resource Manager of New Balok Poultry Industry Company is Miss Azlinda binti Ali. She is 35 years old and a married person. She has worked in the company for 8 years and have a lot of experience related to human resource. So based on Miss Linda, initially, he worked at KLIA as an employee in managing the import and export of a good in the cargo division. Next, she also worked at the Pepsi company as a account department. According to Ms. Linda, while working at Pepsi company, she has gained a lot of experience and knowledge related to human resource because his friend is an assistant human resource in that company. So after a few years work at there, she got an offer as a human resource manager in company New Balok Industry. So other than that, the personality that I found in Miss Linda is she has integrity, sympathy attitude, leadership attitude, and have a good communication skill when she deal with the employee. So this is because he tried to avoid putting job demand on staff because it will be difficult for she and the company. According to Miss Linda, workplace harmony is important to ensure that workers are comfortable, are not under pressure, and also enjoy their job. So that's all about our human resource management that was we interviewed. So I will pass to the next presenter.
So now I'll be explaining more on HR best practices. So best practices are a set of guidelines, ethics, or ideas that represent the most efficient or prudent course of action in a given business situation. And best practices serve as a general framework for a variety of situations. And according to Human Resource Manager Ms. Linda, she emphasizes the importance of best practices in the company as it is viewed being the most effective, where best practices can deliver results that include improved quality performance, greater productivity, a boost in profitability, maintains worker relationship, and to increase workers' loyalty towards the company, and so many more. And some of the best practices that they did in the company are like, first one, corporate social responsibility, CSR program, where a properly executed CSR strategy can offer a plethora of benefits toward the business, as the implementation of CSR can make the business stands a chance of attracting like-minded talent. Moreover, CSR also can reduce the employees' turnover rate by staggering 50%. And other than that, a well-thought-out CSR program can give the business a sense of purpose, serving as the driving force that keeps their employees motivated. And according to Ms. Linda, their business is also actively engaging in CSR program, and she said it has shown spike in productivity and employee engagement. And this company also uses CSR program to protect and grow their biggest asset, which are their own employees. And the company will develop CSR initiatives that can make their employees proud, as engaged employees are more likely to stay with the company much longer and reducing attrition costs. Some of the CSR programs that have been done in the company are like volunteering and charity. Next, the best practices that the company has done is by implementing a proper induction programs for new employees. As by creating a tailored induction program for new employees, they can feel much more comfortable in their new surroundings and have a better understanding of the business and the expectations of their role going forward. So induction programs provide new starters with important information regarding their new employment. Lastly, the induction process serves to welcome new hires to the company and help them transition onto their new role, that enabling new employees to feel more supported while they adjust. So it is considered some of the best practice to provide an induction program to new employees. And lastly, managing uncomfortable environment, where to manage an uncomfortable situation in any aspect of one's life can be difficult to navigate, but it can be more difficult when it is in the workplace. So an uncomfortable or a conflicting situation could arise when individuals have different opinions, perceptions, and unwilling to comply, such as receiving a rude email from a coworker or bad-mouthing or gossiping. And also, uncomfortable environment can come from mistreatment or discrimination from the management towards their own employees. And some of the best practices that Ms. Linda has done is that she called out on her management due to the unfairness in giving wages to the employees, especially to those who are not from Malaysia, since ignoring or inability to manage the uncomfortable situations could create many issues for the organizations, like employee turnover or even involving lawsuits. That's why Ms. Linda, she needs to act as a facilitator to resolve the conflict or uncomfortable situations by confronting the issues and finding the resolutions to ensure fairness and swift resolutions. So that's all for me. Thank you.
So I will talk about the major HR challenge. Firstly, the major HR challenge is to convince the management in the aspect of repairing the company's facilities, which involves costs and responsibilities of superiors from CEO in the company. This is because approving and successfully implementing a program requires the cooperation of many stakeholders and takes a lot of time. For example, repairing a facility in the company also needs certain information and permission from CEO. So, the challenges of HR because the manager has given the approval, but the project needs to stop because of the lack of funding. According to Ms. Linda, there are times when she experienced a lack of motivation in her role as human resources to fulfill a purpose and make recommendations to superiors to carry out a specific project. Despite this, she maintained her faith that the project will eventually be carried out in the company at the appropriate time with the assistance of certain parties. Next, another challenge faced by the HR which is the company does not offer many amenities to employees. This is because it does not face as much competition from other business. This makes it more difficult for the Miss Linda to improve their business in urban areas. This is due in the local rivalry faced by firms rural. In addition, current challenge in human resource in company Miss Linda is a problem that related to employee attendance issues because past 2 years ago, which is when the virus COVID-19 hit the rest of the world, each company had limited the number of employees to reduce the spread of virus COVID-19. Since then, Many employees work from home, and now when they have to return to the original routine time, it's become a conflict, especially in the aspect of attendance. This is one of the problems faced by human resources in Ms. Linda's company. Lastly, the challenge faced by the HR in Ms. Linda's companies are related to the workforce. Workforce from Myanmar and Indonesia is a challenge faced by HR because the workers from Myanmar encounter challenges related to their language, culture, and way of life, while Indonesians experience harsh conditions and repressive government intrusion where they demand rights such as a certain minimum wage and accommodation. This can be seen most Indonesian workers who enter Malaysia are domestic workers, namely maids. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter, HAJAR.
Okay, next I will talk about how to overcome the problem. Firstly, keep the facility clean. With health and wellness top of mind for most building executives and employees, especially due to the recent COVID-19 pandemic, facilities manager can offer to overlook keeping their building clean. Ensuring hygienic working conditions are one increasingly significant responsibilities for the facility manager that help to promote a healthier, safer, and more efficient workplace. Okay, next, I will talk about how to overcome the problem. Firstly, keep the facility clean. With health and wellness top of mind for most building executives and employees, especially due to the recent COVID-19 pandemic, facilities manager can afford to overlook keeping their building clean. Ensuring hygienic working conditions are one increasingly significant responsibility of the facility managers that can promote a healthier, safer, and more efficient working environment. Other than that, how to overcome a major HR challenge is by improving the absenteeism. There are two ways to improve the absenteeism. Number one, make sure employees are aware of the expectation. Employees who are aware of the expectation and effect of the excessive absenteeism on the business, including remaining team members, productivity, and customer service. This sort of information should be made clear at the employee's induction and reinforced through your employee's manual, code and conduct, or their leave policy. Secondly, make sure to follow up with employees upon their return. Follow up with employees face-to-face when they return to work and inquire their wellness and whether they are fit to resume normal duties. This let the employees know that you are concerned about their well-being and you are noticed for their absence. That's all from me. Thank you.
So next, there are 3 key lessons learned during the process of getting the interview opportunity. So firstly, this project leads us in effective teamwork by allowing the group members to work together to choose the ideal company, because we are listing the company that we can approach, and fortunately when we contact the first company we approach, New Balok Poultry Industries Sendiri Berhad, they respond right away via email. Secondly, learn the right way or the acceptable method to approach HR manager. Because if we don't contact the companies properly, some of them may disregard us and not answer of our email or contact them via phone. Therefore, if we use an effective technique or process to get in touch with them, they might respond as quickly as possible, whether they are available or not. The third key lessons that we have learned during the process also, we managed to develop the cost-related questions. So as everyone is informed, we must develop questions based on several HRM-related aspects to ask to our panel. So as a result, the opportunity is truly a chance for us to learn information and knowledge on the particular question in each area of HRM. Next, let's continue with the key lessons that we have learned during the review. Firstly, we manage to planning before the interview session even begins. So this is a crucial since it helps us be well prepared for the interview. For example, our group of 5 members prepares and presents specific questions to Puan Linda, our panelists, during the interview session. Secondly, the key lessons that we have learned also in this interview, effective communication skills are required or needed because this is so that the person we interview feels at ease, confident enough to elaborate on their additional responses during the interview, which it involves someone in high position within the organization. Next, the third key lessons that we have learned for the interview, general HRM knowledge is required or needed. To avoid being confused when someone asks about HRM, we need to at least have a general understanding of human resource. So, for example, Puan Linda likes to ask us a few questions during the interview about certain terms in human resource. So therefore, we must be well prepared for any scenario that may arise during the interview and gain the knowledge before coming to the interview. For the individual reflection, as for my opinion, I have learned a lot about this subject, MGM 3123, with various aspects of human resource management throughout this semester. Furthermore, it provides me with a more complete picture or clear sight of human resource manager. In general, it teaches us how to achieve our goals through managing a team. Furthermore, this class has taught me more on and details in each area of human resource management, such as recruiting, hiring, job analysis, job specification, job evaluation, and many more and in an organization. And at the same time, it teaches me more about shaping my interpersonal skills and professionalism in preparation for my future intervention or my career. So students should learn this subject before graduate as it helps us to effectively assess the relevant aspects of personal traits and critical skills required for any job. Hence, when joining this class, students manage to stand a high chance of mastering the key attributes that the employer needs in their work life. In addition, during this class also, we have to complete a few tasks such as assignment on interviewing and HR manager. So these tasks help me a lot to improve my soft skills such as communication skills, self-confidence, critical thinking, and many more. So I can say that this course is more than any ordinary class on gaining knowledge, and it's more than experiencing and acknowledging the workload in each organization to achieve success for both employees and employers in the company. And last but not least, overall, I enjoyed taking this course, especially since it has been conducted by a supportive lecturer.
Okay, so now for the individual reflections, I can say that I have gained a lot of new knowledge from this course, human resource management, that I can use for future practices, especially to achieve my dream career, as I get to know in more details about human resource or the people working in the organizations. Next, I have also learned about the current practices, trends, and theories within the HR profession, and knowing on how to manage and lead people is a daunting task, as well as to recognize that the employee as a human being, not just as human resource. And that is one of the reasons for successful HR professionals, since they understand on how to interact with and manage these individuals in a ways that are productive, positive, and fair. And lastly, I also have gained a lot of things from the task given, where I need to give my best cooperation with the teams to find human resource management to conduct the interview. And it also can improve my soft skills, my ability to work in a teamwork, and also to think critically. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Asyikin Mahidin. My machine number is 203191. So in terms of individual reflection in course of human resource management, MGM 3123, I got a lot of information related to human resource management and the process of recruit employee in the company. This is because HRMs not only learning about theory but also enable me to discover the style of managing the people. Our lecturer, which is Mr. Mahidin, also give discourse related to his experience as an HR. This can help me to apply for the job in the future because the information provided can be used as a guide one day. Other than that, what I got from this class through this semester is I feel more confident to make a decision and brave to express my ideas since we have complete a lot of assignment, tests, and discussion in class related to this course. Other than that, this course of human resource management is important because HRM is a practice art to manage the people within a workplace are achieve the organization mission and reinforce the culture. So for me, HRM is important to ensure that company success since the employee are the key driver in the company. From this course, I also know that the work as HR manager is not easy as one might think because they must work to manage employee with a variety of background and temperament. So for me, this course is very good for student and I will suggest this course to my junior so that they also get more input about HRM since the subjects can give benefit for the future. So that's all from me. Thank you.
For my individual reflection. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti binti HAJANAN. My matric number is 203904 and I would like to talk about my reflection of this course. For the reflection, I believe I learned a lot from this course. This subject can help me understand various fields in human resource management. Having the fact that I can learn so many things related to HR management give me insight into the biggest competitive. I believe in years to come, there are more evidence that people are the biggest competitive advantage and differentiator for any organization. Any other functional area cannot give the same depth and insight in terms of what power of this resource is and only the knowledge of human resource can be used to overcome it. Next, this class gives me such a clearer version of the career scope in human resource management. Human resource management plays a crucial role in any organization and has a range of functions that it undertakes. The scope of HR is vast and diverse, as well as highly impactful. To comprehensively know about its entire scope, all the disciplines and sub-disciplines, I must pursue any of the credible human resource management courses. Going through this will give me insight not only into the theories that define human resource framework, but also the application of the concept. Other than that, this course also taught me to be a good leader. One of the criteria to be a good leader is be a good listener. Employees like to be heard and hand in hand with empathy. A good leader values the input of his or her team member who wants to know what makes them tick and help them set and achieve career goals. Also, do not forget that listening to employees' feedback can improve invaluable. When they have good ideas, then let them know. The more you are able to build the professional relationship with your staff member, then the easier it will be for them to be honest about the positive improvement that should be made. Lastly, I have to say that I am very enjoyed this class throughout this semester. The lecturer is very helpful and the class filled with a lot of fun activities such as interviewing the real HR manager and gain as much as information as I can to prepare myself in the real world after this. In my personal view, I really like the flexibility of the class and hope this course can benefit me in future.
I will talk about the best takeaway from MGM 3123 for my future is I learned a lot of knowledge pertaining to human resources such as how to recruit workers, hire quality employees, train new employees, promote diversity, employees recruitments, identify improvement needs, and retain workers. In order to become the best human resource, one should be an expert in financial terms because figures play an important role in the company. In order to convince them that human resources are more than merely spending, they need to be outstanding. As is common knowledge, human resource management involves the organization paying a significant amount of money. It does not contribute in any way to the company's profit. Thus, for this reason, human resources are needed in every workplace. That's all from us. Thank you.